What is up, everybody? This is my Bad Batch Season 1, Episode 9, entitled, Bounty Lost, and wow, this is my review for it, of course, and I just want to say before we start the review, if you're not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button, because we're on the road to 100 subscribers, man. But yeah, if you'd just be interested, or you want more of this content, I will be covering all of the Bad Batch, so, yeah, if you wanna subscribe and see the rest of these videos, do that. Anyway, I thought this episode was really good, by the way. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and it was just a good episode. It dealt with the crosshair and stuff and whatever. I'm rambling. Let's roll that. This episode basically starts off with the Bad Batch on the run from the planet where Jedi Fallen Order took place, and Crosshair's following them. And I just want to say before I really start the review, all these photos or clips are come from Star Wars Clips. That channel's linked down below. They are doing an amazing job at uploading this for me. I haven't, the episode hasn't even been up for 12 hours as I'm recording this, and I have all this footage to work with, so I really appreciate that if he's listening. Or they are. I don't know what gender. But yeah, the Bad Batch talk, and Hunter and Wrecker wants to go after Cad Bane, but Cad Bane's gone. Hunter's mainly in charge, so they're begging him to tell them to go into hyperspace so they can escape Crosshair. And yeah, Hunter tells them to go into hyperspace after thinking about it for an unusually long time, and they escape. But on Cad Bane's ship, Omega is in the cell in Cad Bane's ship, and she's trying to tell the droid to unlock her or whatever, and her and the droid, she kind of screws with the droid mostly, but her and the droid have an interesting dynamic this episode. And yeah, Cad Bane basically comes down and has a little chat with Omega, and you can tell Cad Bane is, you can tell Omega doesn't like him. Why would she? She thinks he killed Hunter. But Omega basically says, yeah, my friends are coming, and my friends are coming to save you. And Cad Bane has this piece on his head, which means that the Bubba and Cad Bane fight that was a deleted episode plot from Season 7 of Clone Wars is canon and did happen. So, yeah, Cad Bane leaves, and he's like, Missy, little miss, or whatever, little lady, your friends are dead, and I made sure of that. And I don't think she believes him, but, it's just a big thing. But Cad Bane goes back up to the where he would drive the ship, and he talks to the Kaminoans, or the people from Kamino who clone the clones. And he hangs up, and the clones basically talk about what they're going to do, because they have Omega, and they're going to meet on this planet, which I think is Cloud City. I don't remember what planet that is on, but basically from later in the episode, it's basically Cloud City or a planet like it. But yeah, the Kaminoans talk, and by the end of it, this one with the collar, I love how they frame these people talking to. It's just random. It's funny. But yeah, by the end, they have the order to kill Omega by the end, when they get her, and after they get what they need to kill Omega. And this lady obviously doesn't like it. You can tell by her expression. I think it's a lady, yeah. But then the Bad Batch talk, and Tech has some news that Omega is a number 1 genetic or whatever, which means that Omega is a direct clone of Jango Fett. Like, all of us, we are still clones of Jango Fett, but she is the most like him, so that's why they named her. There was this person that we refer to as Boba, but they refer to him as the Alpha. So Boba Fett is the Alpha, and Omega is the Omega. That just like blew my mind in how casual they said it. It's like they don't know Boba Fett either, so it's just crazy, man. So Omega's kind of like Jango Fett's daughter, honestly, and it's just crazy. But and speaking of Omega, back on Cad Bane's ship, she messes with the droid, and the droid is trying to repair himself, or his leg, because remember, it was broken. So Omega's like, hey, just let me fix, I know how to do this. So he lets Omega out of her cell, and Omega fixes the droid. And she actually does it because I think she cares about the droid and wants to, but by the end, Omega short circuits the droid and gets out of the cell and goes to look for her comm thing, but Cad Bane can't see through the clouds because they went to Cloud City, so he needs the droid to talk him through it. So he goes down to get the droid, and Omega realizes this, so she panics and she goes to look for the comm device, and it was a really tense scene. I think Cad Bane should have been there before he did eventually get there, but whatever. Omega gets the I'm stalling for time. Omega gets the comm link, and she escapes the ship, but we don't see that. And it was just like a tense scene because Cad Bane, oh sorry, I dropped what I was fidgeting with. Cad Bane just walks down there, and he sees that Omega's gone, obviously, but he sees that the droid is locked out too, and he's like, hey, where is she? And this is funny, the droid's like, oh, don't you see, she's right there. Oh, and he realizes that it's not there, man. And I don't know, I thought that was funny, but yeah, the Bad Batch are on their ship as they get a comm message from Omega, and they were so surprised to hear from Omega, like I would be too, but it's even more surprising for them. And yeah, Hunter's like, oh my god, they can hear Omega, but they can't talk back, so Echo does something, and Omega runs through Cloud City and talking to the Bad Batch and what they need to do, and she hears Hunter, and that's where everything changes, because she knows Hunter's alive, and it's just a big relief, man. But by the end, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Hunter, Tech walks Omega through everything, and Omega's just so far away that they can't pinpoint where she is from the comm, but she needs to like get to a electronic thing or whatever to amplify it so they can send a signal to the Bad Batch. So she finds one, and it just opens a door, so it like doesn't work. But as she's like trying to open the door, Cad Bane finds her and destroys the comm link and puts some cuffs on her. So yeah, that was a loss, but yeah, he puts cuffs on her and takes her back to the ship. But on the way back to the ship, Omega sees a dead Kaminoan, or as I like to call them, I don't know what they're called. I call the people from Kamino Kaminoans. But yeah, and I just didn't know what was going on. It's just like a shock. But off in the distance there is Fennec Shan, and Fennec Shan has come to collect her bounty too. So I had a theory that Fennec Shan and Cad Bane were all working for Boba Fett. And so if you can hear some distance, I can't control background noise, so I'll just take a break until it's done. But yeah, they just talk. Yeah, Cad Bane and Fennec Shan talk, and yes, if you could hear that, sorry, Yeah, but they eventually come to a deal where Finnick will give Cad Bane the money, and Cad Bane will give Finnick Omega. Simple deal, but it doesn't go through, and they fight. Which honestly, you just gotta say Cad Bane and Finnick Shan fight. This was the best part of the moment. All the scenes where Finnick Shan and Cad Bane fight, and it's just like I never expected to see these two characters together alone. Not even in the Bad Batch or Well, I saw a trailer which Finnick Shan was in, so of course I expected her to be in these at least one episode. But this is just unexpected and so surprising, man. It was just I love how we can also have the Who's Who show with random people coming out, but just have it with the plot. And now it explains why all these bounty hunters are coming in. But the Cad Bane throws a bomb, Finnick Shan kicks it, it blows up, pushes this dude back, and the droid who stole the credits, the briefcase opens and all the credits fall out. So eventually, Omega escapes all this, and by this fight scene, I'm convinced that Omega has this thing known as plot armor, or she is force sensitive, who knows. But the plot armor allows her to not get hit, and everybody in this room, the talented people who are shooting at her, just become powerless and not as talented. But Omega goes to this room where there's a ladder, and she climbs down the ladder, and she keeps kicking the droid that's bugging her. But yeah, we go back to Cad Bane and Finnick fighting, and yeah, it's just, this scene is really tense right here where they're both hiding. It's like, I kept thinking about GTA fights, like when both you are off the radar, you have no idea where each other are, so it's interesting trying to find. If you got that, give the video a like, man. But yeah, it was just an interesting fight. Cad Bane, or Finnick Shan, places down a bomb, which blasts Cad Bane away and knocks him out for now. And yeah, that's kind of the end of that fight. But Omega made her way into a cloning chamber, and the cloning chamber is kind of just like full, and yeah. So Omega sees these tubes that have chameleon clones, like the actual clones of the chameleons, or whatever they're called, and it's kind of disgusting seeing them, to be honest. But yeah, Finnick Shan eventually goes there, but Omega, before Finnick Shan got there, Omega activated this sonar, or like satellite, that would show the Bad Batch where they are. So the Bad Batch are on their way, and Omega knows that. So the droid comes up to Omega, and Finnick like takes it out real quick. And as Finnick takes it out, Omega gets to the this like computer. That's the word I was looking for. And kind of, well, Omega kicked, or Finnick Shan kicked the droid into one of the chambers, cracking the glass. So Omega thought to release the chamber, which would crack the glass and spew the crap all over Finnick Shan, and that's what she does. And this was honestly disgusting, but also hilarious. Finnick Shan is trapped by this dude, and she's covered in the gunk, which is gross, man. It's gross. I'm sorry, but Omega gets away, and sorry, I keep hitting my remote into the table. Yeah. Yeah, you can just see Finnick Shan's disgust with how disgusting she thinks that all is, and I think it's disgusting too. But Omega gets up, and she sees Cad Bane distance, which Cad Bane woke up and got up, but before Omega he can do anything about it, him and Finnick start fighting again, and this was honestly awesome. It was Finnick and Cad Bane fighting hand to hand, so it wasn't any pew 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 until like the end, but it was just great. Finnick put Cad Bane in a headlock for a couple seconds, and I don't know, I was just really entertained by this episode, and that's the greatest thing that a thing can do. And also you see the plate that Cad Bane has showing that to repeat myself, that Boba Fett, shot Cad Bane. This is after that happened, so it's canon, and, yeah, this episode, if you think about it, Boba Fett doesn't appear, but it's really heavy on Boba Fett, so I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Boba appears in this series, or, like, who knows, if the Bad Batch survive, maybe one of them could appear in, like, the Book of Boba Fett. But I don't know, I'm just speculating right here. I think it would be so cool to see a live-action version of Cad Bane, or Hunter, or Wrecker, who knows. I would just, because of their thing, do they not age like regular clones? Like, if, Rex is old by the time of Return of the Jedi, or the Bad Batch, are they still doing stuff? Did they help on Endor? But whatever, that's just me talking. Cad Bane sees that Omega got away, and, he forfeits, but he doesn't forfeit, actually. Him and, Fennec Shand fight, and he has the Mando, fire blasters, and it's been a while since I watched the Clone Wars, guys, so I'm sorry, but yeah, they keep fighting until, Fennec gets the upper hand and escapes after, Omega, by the way, Omega got in a pod after she ran down this thing, and, yeah, or a ladder to the pod, and, she had to fight her with the droid to do it, so she's typing all this stuff, and, to, like, go somewhere. I don't know how far. Honestly, I was a bit scared here, because the ship started dropping, and honestly, I thought we were gonna see what was below the clouds in the Cloud City, and honestly, I don't want to see what's below Cloud City, man. It would honestly kind of just ruin the magic of Cloud City, and, I'm glad they didn't, because Omega falls, and she almost hits the ground, but, a ship catches her, and it, like, opens up on the top, and, it saves the pod. I don't know, I just didn't want to see what was below the clouds in Cloud City. I think it would ruin the magic of Cloud City. I haven't read most of the comics at all, so if it's probably shown there, I don't know. Maybe it's like Coruscant, but, I didn't mean literally Coruscant, like a city like it, but the Bad Batch saved Omega, and they're reunited, which this episode should have been called Reunite. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they have a nice reunion, and, they gotta tell her about, how her genetics, and how she's the alpha. She's a direct, like, clone of Jango Fett that Jango made, or whatever. So, yeah, they escape the planet, and Cad Bane goes back to his ship, and he talks to the droid in the ship, and, yeah, Cad Bane walks away from a defeat, which he's definitely come back to get finish in, but he won't kill her, because we know from The Mandalorian. I'm thinking maybe Fennec Shand could be Fennec Shand could be responsible for her mechanical stomach. But didn't Mando do that in season 1? Like, shoot her in the stomach or whatever, but his engines fail, because Fennec Shand, did something to the ship to make it not able to fly, and it's just like it's funny, man. But, yeah, Cad Bane's definitely gonna try to get back at, Fennec, but as he realizes that the ship has been tampered with, he sees Fennec flying away, not away in the distance, and, yeah, that's a cool ship. I wouldn't actually mind seeing that in live act. Hopefully we see that in the Book of Boba Fett. I think that would be a cool ship to see, but I don't know, we got the Slave One, and that is even cooler than that. But we have Fennec flying, and she gets a message, or she had a hologram message, and she answers it, and it's one of the comedians, and she talks to it, and she says, like, look, I can keep hunting Omega, but I'm gonna need more, credits, so, and it's this, comedian who didn't want to kill Omega, so that's why, she has Fennec Shand bring her in, because she knows Fennec Shand won't possibly kill her. But, we have Omega in the ship. She can't sleep. So she goes to talk to Hunter. And honestly, this scene was great, and I love Hunter and Omega's dynamic. It's just a great scene, and Omega's like, Hunter, you said all these bounty hunters are after me. And you guys explained why. If I'm so important, then they'll never stop coming after me, man. Why don't, yeah, why are you still with me? So, oh, sorry. Jeez. I'm not cutting that out because that was real time. But, yeah, I'm sorry for the call, man. But this was just, like, a great, scene altogether. And, no. I keep getting spam calls. Sorry. Yeah, I just ran this moment. I'm not re-recording that, though. I'm on a time limit. But, yeah. It's just a great scene, and Omega says, like Hunter says, we're here with you, so nothing will ever happen to you. And I just love that, man. It's nice, it was great, and yeah. There we go. That was my Bad Batch Season 1, Episode 9, Bounty Lost review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed having you, but, along for the ride. But if you need to, oh no, if you enjoyed this, and I got a call, man, during this, so, like, if that didn't deserve a like or like a dislike, I don't know. If you enjoyed the video, go down the description, follow all our socials. If you're already subscribed, turn on notifications, like the video. Goodbye, stay safe, and goodbye.